That's why it's a mental health podcast. No, it's the whole attention. It's a whole the project. General project.
All right.
La 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 la. La la la. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, we're back, right? All right. Okay. And we're back. Welcome to the Listum Podcasts. In the house, we have Miko's here, Akulu's here. We have a special guest for you. Last time we promised that we were going to bring in a female. Dude, do you remember how you said the word female was offensive? Is it still?
I don't know if it's still offensive because I read this ages ago.
It's been 4 weeks, bro. It's been 4 weeks since you said that.
What has it?
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's been more than 4 weeks.
All right, cool. So we have a person in the house. But yeah, I'm Mac, by the way. I forgot to introduce myself. But we have Tanya, who's the operator of remotes and air conditioners or something like that. But I isn't that what you asked me to say?
No.
You're the operator of remote controls.
No.
You're the controller of remote controls.
And microwaves.
And microwaves.
Yeah.
fancy.
Wavy. All right, cool. So Tanya is in the building.
Hey.
Initially we were meant to. Let me just tell you straight. Like, I won't lie. You weren't the first option.
Clearly.
Because someone asked. No, here's what happened. Someone asked to feature, and she's a she. And then, so she being a she, when I texted her this morning and said, yo, a podcast is today, and she blue ticked me. So she hasn't gotten back to me yet. Still kind of offended. For someone that blue ticks people occasionally, I get really offended when I get blue ticked.
So what if she pulls up?
Then she finds us cheating, basically. See, this is how cheating started. Don't you guys think?
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, but
I've
we're
been here
we're
before.
excited to have you here, though. It's right in there already. All right, so as you may know, how this podcast works is we send a list right before we start recording, and then we have a list of some interesting topics, not so interesting, but then we try to talk about them randomly, in our own way. This project is the Make Life Worth Living project by Zaluso Arts, the greatest, the empire, the Zaluso Empire. But yeah, so the list comes out, we talk about it. Initially, the Make Life Worth Living project or campaign by Zaluso Arts is here to talk about mental health issues, but not in the way that you have heard before. Starting off, hi guys, how was your week? Who's gonna start the podcast?
All right. I'll jump in. I'm trying to remember what my week was like. I can hardly remember it, but it was good. Worked on a lot of stuff. Been cooking up some things. Working on
Food Friday.
Yeah, feel good food. Feel good Friday is coming to you on 29th of March. That's a cooking show that we've been working on with some Zalusorians, and yeah.
Charging for like the ad that he just put up there.
But
It's a Make Life Worth Living project.
It's a project.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah. And now we're here. Who's next?
My week was pretty boring. I've been feeling a little under the weather, just in general.
Yeah, you almost died, didn't you?
Yeah, I almost died earlier this week because of dehydration. And
No,
yeah,
but you've been drinking something.
drinking what?
What?
Yeah, whatever, man. I know you're trying to throw shade, but anyway, it sounds funny to try and say I'd almost died of dehydration, even though I have water all around me. But it was really serious.
You're too thirsty, bro.
I'm not as thirsty as you niggas. I think. Anyway, I'm still talking about my week, bro. I also just dropped a project. I don't know if we're still talking as if today is Monday, or are we gonna talk as if today is Saturday?
Today is
Because we're
Monday.
recording on a Saturday. Okay.
Hello, how's your Monday? How's work today? How's school? How's the drive to your workplaces? Because today is Monday.
I guess that answers the question. So 2 days ago, because I don't know about this. But okay, so 2 days ago, we dropped another project as well, a webcomic called Sad Boy Lou. So please check out that project if you haven't already. I think it's pretty interesting. It's gonna come out every Saturday.
That's
yeah.
on ZalusoArts.com.
Yeah, ZalusoArts.com. Yeah, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook to keep updated. Yeah, that's my Tanya. What's up? What's up?
Hey.
Thank you.
So I'm supposed to talk about my week. It had zero sleep. I'm working on my thesis, so I had to hand in my proposal.
Oh, yeah.
So it was hectic.
Go
full of
Black
work.
Queen.
we try. So yeah, I was basically working the whole week. And
cool.
yeah.
You want to introduce us to your friend?
Oh, and I'm here with my friend Zoe.
Hi, Zoe.
All the way from Ladysmith, KZN.
South Africa.
Yay.
All right, cool. Hi, Zoe.
Yeah, just quick question. Mac, do you think anybody still picks up your thesis? Your dissertation?
Heavy.
I don't think.
It should be in the library, right?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it's relevant.
Oh, yeah.
They probably
I think-
use his
they-
thesis
yeah.
for the what's this called? Literature review, empirical review.
I think, honestly, the only people that might pick it up could be students that are writing theirs. So just to because they just need reference and things like that. So yeah, shout out to you guys. If you're reading my thesis right now, you're gonna get some dope grades like I tried to get, you know. I tried, yeah, the sleepless nights and whatnot. So yeah, thanks for asking, guys. My week was very hectic. I've been in the car most of the time running errands. I'm trying to print 4,000 t-shirts. So that's a lot of work. I'm still at it, ongoing project. It's supposed to be done ASAP. So yeah.
How long do you have?
To the campaign, I think, which is like in a month.
Politics.
Yeah, it's some politics thing on there. But I'm the business guy, guys. I'm not really there for the politics. I'm the family man, so for a family member. So that's pretty cool. Also, Tanya.
Yes.
So I saw your statuses, and you had like a really crazy Friday night, right?
Wow.
And we met.
Are we putting each other on blast
And we
like
met.
that? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I remember.
Okay. Oh, do you remember?
Well, I do now.
Okay. How's the hangover?
Gone, because I'm drunk again. I'm joking.
All right. Cool. Okay. So let's get right into it. Right?
Yeah.
I said, don't do this. Why is Miko laughing at my accent?
Well, we all got humbled recently by our guest Zoe about our accents and putting on accents, and the first pick out of the litter was Mr. Max. So yeah,
Just call me Max.
Mac. Mr.
You guys
no,
heard that, right?
Mr. Max.
You're saying it with an S.
Yeah, apostrophe.
Oh,
S.
right. Max accent. Gosh, I'm feeling slow today.
That apostrophe was silent.
So if you guys remember, a few weeks ago or something, we asked the audience to also kind of suggest topics. So I got a really dope topic suggestion from Mordecai and Kwazi. Shout out to Mordecai. He's been supporting our podcast from day one. He's been hitting us up. He's really into it. I think we all know Mordecai. He's a really dope guy. Grew up with him in high school.
I'll follow on Instagram if you want to check him out. It's pretty inspirational.
Exactly. So yeah, Mordecai is the king of Curix. He'll know what I mean by that. Hi, Mordecai. King of Curix. So he said that when he listens to the podcast, he thinks that we could be, or the Zaluso guys could be a rap crew or a rap label or something. And then he was trying to ask that if we were a rap label, what label would we be? What do you guys think? G-Unit, Death Row Records?
Never G-Unit.
No? Why not? Why can't we be G-Unit?
Good music.
Good music.
Good music.
He said good. He said good music as well. Akul, what do you think? Akul is already gonna give us like some full facts.
Nah, I really don't follow record labels like that, so I honestly don't know. Maybe I'm
Like right now, it's always been about the
Rock Nation.
It's always been about the rock record labels. You had Rock Nation, you had Cash Money's era, you had Good Music's era. Now you've got these Death Row, Quality Control, Ruthless. So I mean, it's always been a big part
Quality
of.
Control is really big right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think part of the you mentioned part of the questions were like who if we pick a record label, who's who?
Yeah, who's who?
So can you guys pick a record label and decide who's who?
Good
I
music.
should just read what Mordecai said because
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't gonna tell you guys off the rip, but he had when he said that he thought we're good music, he had like specifics. He went ham in my DM, like it was crazy.
Why do
Tanya,
you look
what
like
do you
you're
think?
so excited about it?
Because it's exciting.
You really want to be good music. Yeah. I
I
also am like my friend here, Akulu. I know little to nothing about rap labels, but I do know rappers. So tell us what Mordecai had to say.
Okay, cool. So Mordecai thought that we were good music. So he then broke it down to who's who. Miko's gonna probably be excited about this one. But so he started off with he says OT is Pusher T. So and that's and the funny thing about that is OT is a big Drake fan. So he's gonna flip. Oh, and by the way, OT is not here today. OT is running away from all his promises. That's why he couldn't make it today. Because yeah, exactly. He promised T-shirts. He promised $5,000. He promised a bunch of prizes to the audience, and now he can't deliver. So he's been MIA. But yeah, shout out hey, OT wherever you are. Please give the people their things.
Shout-outs.
All right. So yeah, OT is Pusha T, just giving you the straight raw shit that you didn't know you needed. This nigga doesn't care if you get him to feature on a love track. He will still rap about cocaine and it still be straight fire. So yeah, that's what Mordecai had to say about OT. Akulu is Kid Cudi. That makes a lot of sense. Kind of look like him, bro. No?
I don't think so.
Now you've got those Kid Cudi vibes. You definitely got.
Yeah.
And you're a big fan, aren't you?
I love Kid Cudi.
Yeah. So he says, super laid back and distinctive signature. Like when you hear Kid Cudi humming.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, and but he put in brackets like probably high off something.
I'm not doing any drugs.
But just moving,
Disclaimer.
yeah. So he says, but he's just moving in his own time and not fighting to beat. What? Not fighting the beat makes you wish you were smoking whatever the fuck he's on as well. So
what are you on?
Oxygen.
yeah, what are you on, bro?
Just life.
Give us the recipe.
Just life, guys. Just high on life. Yeah,
High
that's
life.
it. You know, just enjoying the vibes.
Where do we find this life that you speak
In the
of?
air. It's in the air. Just tap into the frequency.
Like where Zoe comes from? Yeah. Remember? The sky. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Miko is easily Kanye. You should see his reaction right now.
What a
bro.
time.
So shit, this guy's gonna faint, bro.
He's flipping out.
All right. So that attention to detail that most of us will never know, but has the purpose in his grand vision. Wow, bro.
Bless, bro. Yeah, where we at, man?
Oh, check this out. He says, let's just hope he doesn't interrupt a PP rally because DPP had one of the best Chitenje designs of all time.
That would be epic, man. That would be epic, man.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'm not really happy with mine, just to say, because I'm not a fan.
Are you
But
sad?
I'm
You're
not a
sad,
fan
aren't
of
you?
like what? Nah, dude. I'm not a fan of most of these people here anyway, because I'm not
Chainz.
I'm not a good music person. So yeah. So last but not least, Mac is Big Sean.
Yeah.
Always having fun and playing around, but when the occasion calls for it, can also go hard. May or may not actually think he lives in a music video. And I'm like, what? But yeah, so yeah, that's what
I kind of feel like that reminds me of Travis Scott. I feel like I don't know about the deep part, but I feel like that is Travis Scott because he's always trying to have fun. But then when it's like a deep track about like some deep emotional shit, I feel like he kills it. But I know that Mac isn't really a big fan.
I'll take Travis. I'll take Travis over.
Mac is kind of deep. Mac is kind of deep. Sometimes even gets a little cheesy.
No, I'm not deep on this
This is news
podcast.
to
You guys
me.
need to know that.
This is news to me.
This is my fun time.
Oh,
This
yeah?
is where I like to play around.
So in life, you're Travis Scott. On the podcast, you're Big Sean.
yeah, but isn't Big Sean
Voice.
famous for like the big? I hated the
The
like.
big words.
No, but both of you are short.
Oh, short nigga, but my.
Is he? Is he?
Big Sean?
I didn't know that.
He's like 5'2", 5'5". Yeah.
Yeah, but if I was Big Sean, I wouldn't break down. I wouldn't break that poor girl's heart, man. Like I wouldn't do that. Janae, I want you back. Please take me back. Cause she's gonna bring out some fire records about like her heartbreak,
Her heartbreak, and I'm excited for it. But then she can go back after she drops the album.
right? Cool. Oh, but Morde goes on to say that actually probably more. Oh wait, is that still about me? He says actually probably more 2 Chainz running around in the back of the Mercy video. No one knows what he's doing, and then comes from nowhere with the best verse. Woo!
Woo!
Best verse. Best verse.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Morde's done. That's our rap crew, guys. We're good art,
Just
not good music. Good art.
quick question: what rappers or artists would you guys want to be?
Kanye all
Who
day.
would you want to be? I think Miko's perfect.
Does it have to be a rapper?
Celebrity?
I don't want to do that.
What? Okay.
Okay, I know who exactly I am.
Ooh.
In a specific song, in a specific verse.
Cardi B.
No. You know
Nicki?
Bryson in what's this? Wild Thoughts.
Yeah.
That's me.
That's you.
That is me. I
that's your
feel
whole
that on a
character?
spiritual level.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you remind me what the verse said? Okay, whatever. Just shout out Bryson.
Why
That
not?
was a savage song.
Why not?
So you're a savage?
Spiritually. No, I don't want not Rihanna. I'm literally Bryson
Okay,
in
cool.
that track.
Cool. I'm not a rapper for shit, so I'm not gonna comment on this.
You just be mad because I was gonna say I'm just me.
Okay, cool. Because we know how your celebrity vibes be coming off.
Yeah.
On Twitter,
Akulu's a
on
big
the
man
gram.
on Twitter.
Yeah. All right, cool, man. Cool.
Moving on to the next topic.
Moving on. Tanya. Yo, so remember how I asked you about your weekend and how you were like, up and about on a Friday night.
Oh my
and
God.
you know the funny thing is, at the end of the night, I saw your status where you're now driving into the gates and you're like singing and loud and things like that. And I was just like worried about. I was just like praying to Jesus and saying that thank God she made it home alive, because clearly someone was drunk driving.
You're putting me on blast. Don't let
but-
the cops come for me, bruh.
Nah, dude, like they ain't listening to this.
Probably vibing with it.
Heavy.
yeah.
They'll be like, yo,
Shout out
where's
to the
our
cops
bride
out
from
there.
Friday?
Shout out to the cops out there.
Yeah, man. You hate
Those,
niggas.
yeah, those guys that will be outside of living room when you're driving out drunk.
They're just waiting for their tip, bruh.
Yo, those guys are the worst.
Those niggas, I think I respect it because they're so honest. Because
Yeah.
they'll be out here trying to look for something wrong with the car. And they're like, okay, yo, it's like, yo, okay, I didn't find anything, but still, come on, hook
Give
me
me
up.
something for
Give me
Coke.
something. So,
For Coca-Cola.
shout out to the honesty.
Alright.
Yeah, this one time they asked me for alcohol, and they're on the job. They're like, "Yo, hook me up with some of that alcohol." I'm like, "Yo, arrest me for drunk driving. Don't ask me for drinks."
my
don't-
drink?
What? Hold my drink. Let me deal with this cop one time. Hold my drink.
I'm so
But yeah,
sure.
those guys are whack. But anyway, so clearly we've all kind of done it before, because I think it's the Malawian thing. It sucks.
If
You
Uber
should never do it.
If Uber existed, it'll be a
It's
different
an
chat.
African thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the
Because
thing.
the thing is, you just can't leave your car. That's the thing. I'm not leaving my car outside of living room, because you know what I mean. I'd
How are
rather
you gonna get home?
exactly. Taxis are hella
But
expensive.
even in a developed country, you're not leaving your car in the middle of nowhere.
Nowhere,
But
yeah.
don't they do that in movies where they're like, you're
Movies,
you're a
bro.
little
You
drunk?
get robbed every 20 minutes.
Oh.
Niggas are getting carjacked out there in Europe.
Damn.
But at least out there you've got a bus, you've got a train. That's
So if you
running.
get robbed, it's okay. You can just
got
take
a
it.
bag.
No, I mean you don't have to take your car. Like there are other means to get to the club and get back.
Yeah.
While here it's like it's a taxi or bus.
Bus.
And
You strap it.
taxis are whack.
Yeah. So okay. So
Depends who I am.
let's like clear this out. The sentiment on this podcast is that we do not agree with drunk driving. You should
Not at
never
all.
do
Don't
it.
do it.
Don't do it.
Respect your life.
We've lost too many people
Word.
because of it. It's really sad that something like that should destroy someone's life and the family and all of that. We lose so much and we gain so little out of it. But if you were to drunk drive, if you're to advise, because our parents know we do it, the cops know we do it, everyone knows you do it, your friends know you do it. So if you're that guy that's just like trying to give tips to someone that's about to drunk drive, what must they do? Tanya, go.
I must go. Okay,
Yeah.
first of all, tell your friends you're leaving. Tell your friends you're leaving, because if you're really not in a state to drive, your friends are going to check you and make sure that you don't drive. So this disappearing thing on your own, it's not safe. Don't do it. That's the first thing.
Okay.
Trust your instincts. Like when you're when you're generally driving, like they always say, like if you're not sure about going, don't go. If you're sure, just go for it. Right? Same thing.
I think you're too
Don't be quick.
confident.
Don't be quick to second judge yourself, because it's
But you're drunk.
exactly, you either live or you die. It's that simple. So every chance is like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Once you just doubt, that's where you lose it. That's when the car crash happens. You just gotta go for it.
I like to. I know a guy who does this.
I know a guy. I like to know a guy. Okay.
I don't do this kind of thing. I have a friend.
Asking for a friend.
I have a friend.
His friend Atiku. Atiku.
This nigga Atiku. What he likes to do is drive slow. You got the doors locked, hazards on, like
I was gonna say that.
hazards on, like cause
Window
like,
down.
so
Crucial,
so
critical.
I mean, if you're driving at like 20, I think you're not gonna die. Whatever happens, you're not gonna die. If you fall in a ditch or whatever, depending on wherever you are, I think that's the safest thing to do. But obviously, don't. If you know you're driving, don't drink too much.
Yeah, know
try-
yourself.
Know yourself.
Actually, abstinence is key.
Know yourself.
That's like a fairy tale. You can't not drink. I mean, you can if you want. to
But I heard earlier today, just before we started the podcast, that
Yeah.
sometimes you don't even prepare yourself to get drunk. No one ever is like
Yeah.
I'm gonna get shit faced. You just go there like I'm drinking easy, and then some life hits you a little bit, and then life hits you again, and then life hits you again, and you're like, oh shit, I'm drunk.
Yeah. So because of that point, I would like to kind of disagree with what Tanya says, where you say goodbye to your friends. I know that it's good to let people know where you're at. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm leaving. So if anything happens, they'll check on you and things like that. But I
There's
also
those
tend
friends.
to like those friends.
Those friends. You don't
Many
say
of
bye
my
to
friends.
those
If I say bye to them, then I'm getting shit faced. I'm not leaving. They will not let me leave. They will not let me leave till I'm crawling out of the door and I can't walk. And now what? Do you expect me to drive?
That's why
Come
you
on,
should.
bro.
You have that friend. Hashtag that friend.
Yeah.
Who you know you can say bye to. I don't say bye to everybody. I would say bye to who I know is gonna check me. Your real friends. Say bye to your real friends.
But communication is still important, because I was with Mac last night, and this
I think I saw you
guy
too.
This guy just disappeared, and then this morning we're trying to text him, and like the whole morning he wasn't replying. So I'm like, okay, did this guy make it home? So I like, even if it's not at the club, communication is still important to let somebody know that
I have another point.
whatever, man.
I have another point that is controversial.
We like that.
Leave your last scene on. Because me and I have a friend who's not in the country, but me and her check each other's last scene to make sure, if we know that the other one's going out or whatever, we check their last scene to make sure, okay, she's okay or whatever. You get what I mean? Even if you don't respond, if you see the person was last online at 8 a.m., you know that they're fine.
Yeah, that's a good one. I personally believe that you should always have your last scene, because
For real?
also, I think that if you're it's as a business person, I just don't trust someone that hides their last scene. So I can't do business with you if you're like, if your last scene is 2017 and I'm trying to text you off of something that I need right now.
That's what
You know
WhatsApp
what I mean?
GB uses. But like,
But you don't even like WhatsApping people in terms of business. You like to call them.
Yeah.
So,
And then I was gonna get to that as well.
Yeah.
If this, like Akulu says, he was worried about me or whatever because I wasn't replying to the text, call me, bro. Because if you had called me, I would have picked up.
he
I would have
tried to
picked up
orchestrate that just to defend him. He tried to orchestrate
to
that.
call me.
He tried to get me to call you, and then you had replied by then.
Yeah, but like I just think that if you really, a lot of people put too much trust in texting, and I'm driving or
It's more
I'm
comfortable.
doing something. Just call me. Just I know it's like I'm gonna say some shit.
But
If you
same
call
time,
me
if you
and
get-
you're like, yo,
if
I
you
just
get your-
wanted to check up on you, I'm probably not gonna, give you that
Yeah.
response that you want.
At the same time, you'd be like, what does this nigga want? I know that's probably the face that you get every time I call.
I think it's also a preference. I think I think Mac is very comfortable with calling.
Yeah.
And then like I myself, like I'll proper look at a phone call. Like I'll watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Let it ring a few
I'll
times.
dance to it. Like I think we were talking about this yesterday. I'm gonna watch it ring, finish, and then I'll WhatsApp. I'll like think of an elaborate excuse.
It's ringing,
And yeah, dance in front of it. And then I'm gonna come with elaborate excuse like, oh yo, I was in the shower.
I've definitely done that before.
Yeah, I just don't
Many a
like.
time.
I don't like phone calls. That's just
For me, it depends who's calling, and it depends what I'm doing. Because there's some people who, when they call, it has to be like
Yeah, it's
a long
interesting.
conversation
You could-
or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
You get what I mean?
exactly.
There's some people, and you like literally watching something on TV with somebody, and you're like, I don't want to pause for this phone call, so I'll call them back later or tomorrow because I'm drinking and I'm trying to have a good time.
But you can send them an I'm busy text.
Yes, exactly what
Off
we're
the
saying. Like you ignore the call.
Don't
and then
ignore
you
the call. Say
respond.
I'll call you back later. You have that option on your phone right there.
That's what we mean, though.
We text them after.
Yeah, you text them after. You
let it ring, and then you text them that yo.
No,
You guys are
sometimes.
trash. I don't know
fact,
why. I don't
you
know
can
why
even
I'm
let
in
it ring
business
twice.
with you guys.
You
You
can
guys
let-
are trash. Like have you ever tried calling Miko on a weekend, or even on a regular day?
it's
This
hard-
guy-
Now you do call. You call me while I'm in church, and I see your call, and I text you back.
No.
Okay, but
Why are you
here's the
texting in
key.
church, bro?
Wait, the
But
major
anyway,
key
okay.
is
Major key.
call back
alert.
later. Make sure you always call them back later, even if
And then 3 years goes by.
I don't wanna call at all. But yeah, Miko does
I call
blue
back
tick a
later,
brother
even if
on
it's
the
3
weekend.
days.
What?
Yeah, Miko does blue tick a brother on the.
You don't even have your blue tick on.
No, you know what I mean? Blue tick is a figurative expression. It's not blue tick means you have seen
So
my
if,
text.
no,
and-
if you've got your blue tick off, that means you've given me the license to ignore your message for a couple of hours.
If I
then I can
send you-
respond. That's a privilege that you have given me.
Nah, bro.
That's a privilege
If I
you've given
send you
me.
a text,
Yeah.
and then I see you online, and I see you like changing your DP and all that, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, all right.
It's like the whole thing where you see somebody tweeting, but they're not replying your text.
Yeah,
it's like
that.
I'm not focusing on you right now, but I'll get back to you.
Okay, fine.
give me a
anyway.
few-
My point was
Yeah.
I was hurt by you not responding,
hurt?
but I respected that.
Yeah,
It's the
I'm
weekend.
sorry, bro. I'm
This
sorry,
nigga
bro.
has to chill. I'll talk to him on Monday.
Yeah.
So I respect that space. Like no one should be obliged.
Yeah,
to.
meet me afterwards. We can talk about it some more.
That's cool.
Did you delete
And
the chat though?
You guys gonna hug it out?
I always delete when somebody blue ticks me. It's like really a shot to my ego, so I delete the chat.
Do you feel better afterwards?
Yeah,
I like to when I send a risky text.
you delete the chat.
No, I archive.
Yeah,
because
I do that
I don't want to
too.
keep seeing it in my chats. Like
Yeah,
if
of
I'm trying to
course,
do
you
some other
archive.
shit, so I know that this person is most likely gonna blue tick me. So I archive it right
Yeah,
after
I
I
feel
send the
that.
text.
Mute that as well. Mute
Yeah.
it, archive it.
Mute.
Yeah.
What?
That's
Yeah,
a bit extreme. Yeah.
that-
Nah, there's some people you gotta
muting-
mute. I don't need your text alert. I don't even have like regular text alert. But if I'm on WhatsApp, I don't want your message popping up my screen because it'll just.
But you're still gonna see it.
I'll see it eventually, but not like it won't disturb my track of thought.
All right.
So, but what type of text would this be, though? Like
I think he's a visionary because
Oh.
no, let me tell you why.
Miko's day to day, yeah.
Really,
Kanye.
because the thing is,
Miko
after
West.
someone blue ticks
Mi-
you, right?
Miko West.
After someone blue ticks you, right? When they respond and you see they responded, you tell yourself, I'm not going to text back, like right now. I need to let them sit on ice for a second. before I respond. So if you mute,
It's not like mind games.
it's not mind games. It's literally,
like-
it's a power struggle, okay? Game of Thrones, come correct.
Mind games.
Nah, I'm joking. But like really, it's a power struggle for real.
Yeah.
Like, so you let that person sit on ice for however long. So if you don't know the message came in, you let them sit on ice for an indefinite
Sometimes
amount
you
of
forget.
time. Yeah. And you've won.
Nah, the thing is, I recently found out that when you win the mind game in texting, most of the times it's because you were the last blue tick or whatever, right? But then that doesn't help anyone. It definitely doesn't help you. So
Like, I
if
thought we were
I feel
having
like
fun.
it's about how I feel. If I feel like I want this, I'm gonna text right back. You could take like 3 hours to text me. If I'm down for it,
That hit
I
home
text
there.
right back.
That just made me think right there. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I've been looking at this all wrong.
Man, I'm actually a bit shook that like at our age we're still playing.
At our
These are-
big age, we're doing
these
some
are-
dumb shit.
These are games. These
But
are
you know
like-
what? It never ends. It never ends. You see these 40-year-olds playing these divorce games, bro.
Exactly.
I've definitely been to like some grown-up meetings where it's a negotiation type of situation, and then the guy shows up all late, and he's doing that because it's a game, and he's trying to win the power in the situation. I've seen body language where there's a power struggle in body language when like people are just taking a pick. Who's gonna stand in the middle? Who's gonna hold the other people? All of that stuff. It has to happen. You
But
can't
here's
avoid
the
it
thing, we
because
never
it's
grow
not
up.
an age thing.
We never grow up. Like, literally, with age comes responsibility, but it doesn't mean you grow up. Like, even, for example, churches or whatever, you go there and the elder ladies, are they gossiping about all the kids in church or whatever? Like, you can sit next to a guy and it's your cousin. If they don't know that's your cousin, they're like, oh my God. Look at them,
Yeah,
like
I
brown.
agree.
You get what I mean? And that's high school stuff. Like, you don't leave it behind. As you get older, it's just responsibility that comes with it. But we don't grow up. It's not happening.
Yeah, I've definitely seen like when we were kids and we look at the grown-ups and we
Yeah.
thought that these guys have their shit
They
together.
don't.
Even people in their 20s
It's
back
a
then.
fugazi.
Yeah. They look like they had shit like
Yeah.
just all glued together and everything was working out. And now we're here and we're just a bunch of kids, guys.
I think
Like,
we've just
I'm a
figured that like
baby.
adulting is
I'm,
like
I'm just I'm
it's
fucked
messy,
up.
bro.
I'm just a
It's
kid.
messy.
Man, I've been going through the same shit, bro. I'll be watching TV and like shit, and you see these niggas who look old and like, oh man, these guys got their shit together. I gotta be like that, man. But then I feel like, man, I'm kind of old, but I feel like I'm 15 or something. Yeah. So it's like, man, what is this? But then I talk to you see your parents or whatever, and they're like, man, you niggas, guys, like you guys are also fucking up.
Yeah.
So
The
it's
thing
like
is-
we're all,
Yeah.
you're just getting big.
We all forget.
But-
Yeah. We all forget that no one's done this before. This life thing, everybody's winging it. Like,
Exactly.
every moment that you have, like, is new.
Yeah.
To you and to everybody. Like, my mom's never been the mother of a 24-year-old girl
Exactly.
on this day before.
Well, my family does like 7 kids.
Yeah,
So,
but
and I'm the last born. So
Yeah.
every milestone, I'm sure they've been there before.
yeah, but they've never been there before with,
with
you.
me, the artist kid in the
Do
family.
you get what I'm saying? Everything,
I get it.
literally, everybody's winging it.
I get that, but I don't think that is. I don't think we can hide behind that because these are still like having a kid. All the relationships, these are all
Yeah.
still normal things that everybody will go through.
Yeah.
So, but then some people, I guess.
Yeah.
But then we don't come to a point where like we're discussing all these things in a place where we are learning. Like,
Yeah.
okay, this is how I think we should raise a kid who's like this or like this or like this or whatever. How I'm like, there's this trend where there's people who talk about how like you have you have a family that has like 3 kids, and the oldest kids they're really strict on them, but the youngest kids. They're really lenient
lax,
on-
yeah.
Like that's a trend. Like you see that a lot.
They
But
get
then
tired,
one's-
bruh. You get tired.
These and that's
That's the
and
thing.
let me finish. And these are all just theories. Like this is just stuff we say on the backs of that. Oh yeah, they're tired.
Yeah.
They're tired. But there's no proper. You can't go to class and learn that.
Parenting school.
Parent, like that should be a thing. That should be a course where we learn. I remember we learned PSE
Yeah.
in career choices. that was
CSE.
I can't remember what it was called.
Social education.
Yes, like Anyway.
Yo, but like the every kid is unique. It's so hard to get literature or tutorials on how to do it because every kid is still just a person and people are just different. They're not going to be how you think they would be. So, for example, I was talking about this with someone, and we were talking about how there's not enough African literature or text on how to raise kids, and a lot of people are just winging it. But in the Western world, you have books on how to treat your teenage kid and how to expect this and how to. So, psychology books and all of that. But there's a good point raised on that in the sense that you see a lot of these white parents that read on how to raise kids. You see them fucking up, and you see the kids coming out fucked up as well. So there's no formula.
But how much?
You just have to know your kids.
I have a question. Like, some things I feel like they just don't have the control over, because some things are just literally environmental. They can send you to a school, like a parent can do everything they were supposed to do. They can do right by you, send you to the best school, send you to, give you everything that you needed and say no at the times that they needed to say no, hold you back from what's bad for you. Textbook stuff. They could do everything right. It doesn't guarantee that you're going to come out the way they expected.
I get that. I just feel like maybe it could just be that the approach is wrong, because the approach is that if you want your child to be like this, then do this. But maybe the approach should be that you cannot, like what we're saying right now, you cannot control it. So this is how you should handle the uncontrol
but here's the
of
thing,
it.
some people come out really great in spite of their parent, the way they were parented. Do you get what I mean? Some people are amazing
I get that.
They didn't have parents or whatever. Or, for example, my mom, right? Yeah. She was the rebel child. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Anyways, she was the rebel child. As in, like, even if you see my grandma talk about her today, you see the gray hair grow, bruh. Like, when she talks about my mom right now, like, yo, Zandile, when she was a kid, bruh, yo, she used to stress me out. And she had really strict parents. And because she felt like she was like not stifled, but like because she had really strict parents with me, she's decided to take a different approach. Not that she lets me do whatever, but she allows me to be who I am. She had parents that told her you must do this and be like this. When I was going to uni, I'm like, bro, I don't know what I want to do. And she's like, well, you have to figure it out, because I'm not going to tell you what to go study. Then you come back and tell me I'm the reason why, whatever. You have to figure out what you want to do. But that was in spite of what she had seen when she was growing up.
I vibe with that.
Yeah.
I think it's like, okay, there are some families where they don't need that information. You know what I mean? But there are situations where parents are too strict, or they're trying to subscribe to some ideology which is fucked up for the kids. And I feel like then in those situations, this sort of information is needed. So it's not for everybody, but I think some people could use that advice. Yeah.
And also, like, there's a very crucial thing that Tanya just brought up. You also have to learn from the negativity of things. The negative aspect. So I have family members. I'm the youngest, so I've seen family members that would like really fuck up. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then I look at that and I take a lesson from that.
Exactly.
So
learning from life.
Exactly. So just when they fuck up, and the good thing about aging or adulting is that now you get to see your parents from a different light, because the distance back then was so great. They look like
giants.
They look like giants, gods that like you couldn't touch them. But now you get to see the flaws and all of that, and it's just great because then you get to learn from their mistakes as well.
Yes.
Just like Tanya's mom, the situation where she learned from the fact that being strict might not be the approach, so let me try this as well. And there we go. We have Tanya. Now she's on a Zaluso podcast. She's made it in life.
I made it.
Just a quick question. So, like, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Do you think now that we should just leave it alone?
Leave what alone?
Like, should we try and fix this parenting thing,
No.
or let's just leave it alone.
I
Let's
think
just
every parent knows their child. Like I think that's what we've.
They must know that.
That's what we've
I think
concluded.
that was
to.
my
So,
point. That maybe some do not.
Yeah, we must fix the parents not knowing their children part. The aim is if you know your child better, like if you have a relationship with your child. Because some
Maybe.
parents don't have relationships. They're like your father, but you don't, it's just a figurehead. You get what I mean? It's just a position that they play.
Yeah.
But it's not, you don't have a relationship or whatever, you know? That plays a factor because if your parent knows you, they know what makes you tick. They know what gets
What
you.
works.
You get what I mean? Like, if I know that my child has a high pain threshold or whatever, if I'm gonna beat them, I know. You get what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying? If I beat them,
kids need ass whoopings. Like kids.
until a certain point.
I
Until
don't fucking agree with
okay,
that.
either way, all I'm saying is if you know your child and have a relationship with them, you'll parent better.
It shows he didn't get an ass.
What do you mean?
Sorry, Tanya, to cut you off, but it shows that Akulu didn't get an ass
What do
whooping.
you mean, man?
You know what? This is gonna be like a great topic one time.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's get back to it
But then,
later.
like, just a little highlight on that is the fact that Nico was telling me about how he grew up, and then there's this thing about how his parents used to beat up his friends.
Yeah, you never got beaten up with your friends.
No, I'm not getting my ass
never-
whooped by someone else.
You never got beaten up with your friends.
I will not.
That's
allow
the
that.
best ass whooping,
No.
bruh.
In the ass
I'm
whooping
not doing
podcast,
it. I'm not- it's
I'll
not-
do-
it's
I'll
not
defend my
happening.
rent. In the ass whooping podcast, when we get to it,
Yeah,
I'll talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
No,
But
let's-
I'm not.
let's get-
I'm not doing that. That's not
next
happening.
topic, guys.
All right,
Moving
cool.
on.
Yo, so it's been a minute, but there was once upon a time, I would get texts that would say, "Have you eaten today?"
That's love.
So I just wanted to talk about that. Like, what is that, yo? Like,
Okay, I'm joking. It's not
it
love.
made me feel a type of way.
It's
like
a move.
Those 3 words, yo.
It's a move. It's what people do.
I can't relate. What do you mean?
It's I love you in 2019.
Yeah, that's I love you right there. Like she can't say I love you.
What?
She asks, have you
It's
eaten?
not I love you, bruh.
Yes, it is.
No.
All right, tell us.
It's not.
Why not?
Because it's literally, okay, you know how, okay, are we talking about this as in if it comes from guys sending the text or
Wait,
if it comes
do
from
guys
girls?
send that text?
They do.
Nah.
They do.
No.
That's adult text, though.
They do.
I'm gonna say.
All right.
Okay, wait.
Okay,
Which
all right, let's
perspective?
get-
as a girl, should
give
I
us
speak
both.
about?
Give us both.
Okay, so as a girl, if I'm asking if you've eaten, I'm trying to show you this depth, you know. There's more
It's
to this
real.
thing, you know.
It's real.
But like, we all know that it works, so we use it. You get what I mean? It's one of those things like, yeah, that's
not
what
I
I'm
love
trying to
you.
tell. It's a fugazi.
Damn, bro.
Yo.
Just spill the beans.
Yo.
Yo,
On to you niggas. We are on to you niggas.
Yeesh.
yo.
Wait, Nick.
Because just now you said I love you.
No, but now we've learned. We've been enlightened.
That's what I thought this whole time because it's like
Your
you know.
girls mustn't come to my house looking for me. I'm sorry. I had to tell the boys.
they're gonna
Don't
drag
come
you.
looking for
they're
me.
gonna drag you. Because I always thought that, look, she's probably a little shy to, get in her feelings bag and say the 3 magic words. So she got 3 other magical words.
No, can I tell you what it is? What have you eaten or have you eaten is the easiest way to show that like I care in quotation marks without having to listen to your life or know anything about you.
Then you don't care.
But I'm
If you
just
don't
saying, that's what I'm saying.
So-
It's a move because
so it's
if I
not the
don't know,
easiest way.
if I don't
It's a
know,
pickup line.
it's a
Yeah.
pickup line.
It's a pickup line.
Because there's like you know how you guys sometimes you listen to what a girl says and use it against her, like, oh, how's your cat, Whiskers? And then she'll be like, oh my God, you know his name, Whiskers? You know, you get what I mean? So like it's
that's funny. You know why that's funny is because I saw some item where they're like, if imagine being so deep down in love with a girl that when you meet her dog, you're like, hey, that's Mula. Like you call her dog Mula. That's crazy.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Without having to listen to the person and know anything about their life, if you say, have you eaten?
My point is, you're saying that, okay, I don't want to know this person. So clearly I don't care about them. I must want something else from them.
I don't know if that's the
Isn't that-
motive. I'm
I
just
think
trying to
that's
get you to be here for
So what do
whatever it is that I'm trying to do. If I'm trying to take it far, if I'm just trying to be here for a short time, or whatever, you're here for it, whatever it is.
I think it's sketchy. I don't know how you guys ain't hearing it.
Y'all ain't
but-
sketchy?
No, I'm just saying what you said is sketchy.
Yeah, it is kind of sketchy.
Anyway, I tried to explain it, but I don't know if you got it.
You know what? This is messed up because my whole line of thought has changed, and this whole time I just thought that, because I didn't really believe the whole "I love you" thing that much. So this was my last little part. Like this was my last bit of hope. The "Have you eaten?" text. That was crazy. Like I'll go crazy off of that.
Yeah, I actually have a comment on that. I think that text actually makes some sense because "I love you" is something you read in a book or you watched on TV. It's not a practice. Why should I have to say "I love you" for that to have meaning?
But if I know you love food.
I know you love food. I'm gonna
No,
feed
you.
you.
Don't have to love it. It's like you always need it.
Generally.
day-to-day.
So if I express that I want to feed you, that's enough. Like I don't need to hear the words if like you're feeding me. Man, that's nice. That's nice.
All right, cool. All right. Next up, let's see.
Are you done?
So wait, so pickup lines actually do work then, right? In that sense.
They do. Both ways.
For real? Because I'm done with pickup lines.
What is a pickup line?
Have you eaten?
I think a pickup line could easily be. It's just anything to pick.
But they do
Finesse.
work because if you say something really cheesy and like you get a reaction, even if it's negative, you got a reaction and then you be like, I'm just playing with you, and then the girl relaxes. Like you've broken the ice, especially like if you don't know the person like that. I feel like pickup lines still work, but you have to use them in a way where you're being ironic, I guess, rather than actually meaning it.
Yours is...
Yeah, my only point is that I think a pickup line is more than. It doesn't have to be cheesy to be a pickup line. It's just whatever you're using to finesse.
What are your favorite pickup lines?
Yeah, with like pop culture, pickup lines have just naturally become cheesy. So, if it's a pickup line, it's got to be cheesy. Like it's just.
Yeah. Okay. Here's my thing. That's not a pickup line at all, bro.
I think it is.
First of all, who wants to go walk?
Exactly.
In this heat.
That's why it works.
In this heat.
No, that's basically
why it works.
let's go somewhere where we can be alone. No, nobody.
I'm
Let's
not
go
getting
catch
pickup
some
line
fresh
advice
air.
from Agulu, bro. Like, I'm not doing it. But here's why I also think they don't work. I think that she sees you and she's already interested. She wants you or not. Not wants you like deep down like that, but she knows she wants to have a conversation with you. So anything you hit her with when you first meet, that because that's what Akulu is saying is a pickup line is just your approach, what you hit her with, because it doesn't have to be cheesy, it could be anything. But if she vibes with your vibe from when she saw you from a distance, then she's gonna give you like I've said some cheesy ass pickup lines in my day, and you see that it's working, and you're like, why? That's not the pickup line that's working. It's you worked before the pickup line. The pickup line is just, the meeting point.
What I appreciate is that you're acknowledging that in that encounter, when you drop the pickup line, she had already made the decision. Because a lot of guys, she decides. No, because a lot of guys feel like, I finessed her or whatever. But they forget that actually there's a decision that has to be made.
But
it's
only once in a-
possible. No,
once in a
there
blue
are
moon.
times when a girl
I
can
haven't even
be.
said anything
There are
yet.
times when a girl can be finessed. Yeah, it happens. No lie. You can be convinced to think otherwise and to make a different decision. However, I'm saying a lot of the time the girl decides, and you guys take credit for it when she had decided on her
Yeah,
own.
I got a point on that. I mean, look, let's talk about let's just talk about Mac. Mac isn't gonna roll up to the club and fucking. Let me finish, man. I'm not trying to insult you, no, bro. He's not gonna roll up in the club in like short shorts, malipa, like uncombed hair, and like a torn vest or something. He's gonna present, a wife beater.
You're saying that short shorts on a man are not attractive?
No, it depends on how. My point is presentation. My point is presentation. So this guy has already done the work. The pickup line has already been done from the beginning. He's walked into the club and he's presented himself in a certain way. He's gone to the gym, blah blah blah, and now a girl sees him and it's like, oh, I like what I see. So he's already.
But that's not a pickup line.
Yeah, I just mean
that's like what? That's
part of the game.
peacocking.
That's peacocking. That's presentation.
Yeah. Peacocking is a whole different
thing. My point
thing.
is she deciding, or like it's not just her, it's still you? Is my point. Yeah, that's my point. Yeah.
So you're kind of finessing her by the presentation.
No, but then at the same day, like you can present yourself in the best possible way, and some girls just won't.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, tell us.
Yeah, tell us, lady.
I'm just saying
you're making faces.
No, I'm just saying it is what it is. Like as much as you're peacocking sharp, you put in the work. Congratulations, I clap my hands to you. But I'm saying at the end of the day, if she don't fucks with those colors, then she don't fucks with those colors. So finesse
colors.
Peacock.
Gang shit.
I'm in all black, dude.
No, you're saying peacocking was.
yeah, peacocking. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So then, if she's not about it, she's not about it.
She decides. That's the thing. Oh, check me out on the She Decides movement.
Hashtag.
What's the hashtag? She decides.
Yeah.
Who's
starting
running
a new
that?
hashtag
And
right now?
Look, here's the thing about that item. I think that she's always decided from time. She been deciding. Why are we celebrating? Why are we trying to launch her deciding now in 2019?
It's like you,
when she been deciding.
You hear all the times like, oh, the wife said, you know.
Yeah,
the wife said, like,
guys,
I gotta go home. The
last
missus
night,
is calling.
I saw that last night. Yo, guys, this is a good time, but I have to go home. Some of us are married.
Exactly.
The wife needs us. I'm like, what? She decided that you're coming home.
She's gonna
at
get
this
mad.
time.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So Sunday was yesterday.
Yeah.
Sunday was yesterday. Meek was the church guy.
I was in church all day.
So was I. Yay.
Nah, dude, you're hanging. You know.
No, I literally go to church, bro. I have
With your
witnesses.
hangover?
I have witnesses. I be going to church. I'm a church girl, boo. You don't know?
I see you.
Better come correct.
Damn. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, do your church
I'm even
thing.
about to start doing Bible study every day.
Every day.
I'm lying. I'm not about that life.
Every
but
day.
I'm going to be about that life one day. Hallelujah.
All right. Have you ever gone to church to impress someone?
No, actually, no. I've gone to church to see somebody.
That's
No.
kind of in the same light.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You guys don't agree?
No.
If you
It's
went
not the same.
to see
Okay, let me
someone
tell you what it was.
and you dress up all nice and stuff.
Let me tell you what it was. I didn't mean church like church service, like youth. When I was a teenager, there was youth on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And there was this like...
That's the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. Church, but like not Sunday service.
Yeah.
Like youth. And then there were like this squad of dancers. Oh my God. Like... Okay, sorry. I'm really sitting right now, lust and everything. Whoops, take it back. But you know what I mean? And it was like, I really used to look forward to going to church to see those guys dance.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
But that's not trying to impress somebody. It's literally to amuse my eyes.
But then you're also gonna present yourself, presentation.
Yeah,
so that they use their eyes to appreciate.
They could see you in the
outfit. So
I was 13. They were like 17.
So 4 age.
okay.
Okay.
That's R. Kelly would like. I call you Kelly. Talk to us, bro. Like that feels like a small difference right there. So A. Kelly.
In high school,
Yeah,
13
okay.
and
Okay.
17 is a big gap.
So why are you avoiding the mic? Tell us, bro. Like, come on.
I'm not in a position to answer. I'm not qualified.
Did the lawyers tell you?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah, I
it.
think his lawyer told him because
Trying to put me.
Guys, let's be honest.
Yo, Tanya has something to
Let's
say.
be honest.
Tanya has
Even in
something to
high
say.
school, like even a 2 or 3 year gap between you and somebody was a lot.
We're missing the
3
main
years.
topic
I'm
here.
saying 3 years.
We're missing the main topic here. Yeah, whatever, man.
he's gonna stand up and start pointing to the mic.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, do you have someone to powder his face when he like gets so heated up?
Yeah, Zo might do that for him.
Zoe might do that.
Zo might.
All right, so
Akulu Kelly is about to have a fit.
so did Miko already answer the question?
Yeah.
The question was.
But he's already a church guy, so
Yeah, I'm a church guy. Okay.
have you pretended not to be a church guy?
Okay. Not okay.
But I've also seen like how he normally dresses for church. And it's like he doesn't give a fuck.
It's not so okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
But then I've seen him this one time. He came here from church,
Yeah.
and he was just a little different. And I was
Yeah.
like, yo, something's off here.
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
why you dressed church guy? Why you dressed like an actual church guy? What's going on here?
Yeah,
Who is she?
No. I was actually running the service that day, so I was
Running the service.
That's what I did to run the service that day.
We didn't know this.
Yeah, so I came here to do a power nap. I was dressed in all my church gear. But yeah, usually I'm like, if I'm in my home, you know, the Father's house. At home, I like to be comfortable, right? So I like to go to church comfortable so I can receive the message.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna go there
Because that's
dressing
also the father, the bigger father's house. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
The father upstairs.
Exactly. I'm not gonna go there in a suit, and I really feel uncomfortable if there's a man sitting across me in a suit. Like, dude, aren't you feeling hot? A tie for real? So if I'm like that now, then I really can't.
Yo, I'm the type of guy that if I have nothing fly to wear that day, I'm not going to church.
What?
Yo, I have to show up.
You think you're gonna catch the spirit different if you dress
I'm
better?
just being honest. I'm just being honest. That's how it is. That's how it's been. That's what the white man told us.
No,
Yeah.
no.
But also,
It's a no from me.
if you're doing something like this, you're just trying to get like one thing, right? Because you're not gonna go to church. You're not gonna change your whole lifestyle.
But I have a question. Don't they like tell us, okay, ideally speaking, you should want somebody who's spiritually in a good place, right? So peacocking at church, why is that wrong?
We peacock everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying peacocking at
That's
church.
not wrong at all.
Why is that wrong?
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, so Das wants us to
Wrap it up.
Yo, can we just say like we actually have a full house in here today?
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone. Yo,
everybody.
guys. Yo, did you guys just want to make some noise like just one time?
Can y'all make some noise?
Yeah. Yo, that's
Live audience.
yeah. This is a young live podcast. Yo, guys. So I was thinking about how we're gonna wrap up today, and can we like do like at drinks? No, you know when you go to when you're at the party and you don't say goodbye, like what I did to Akulu last night. Like, could you just leave and just disappear and not say goodbye? Is that what we did? Yeah. Just a few seconds. You guys have left already.